Make it through, this season. Obviously, dealing with stuff here and there, like every player does.
Pretty good, man.
Yeah, it feels like you made it through pretty good.
Perspective-wise, like comparatively healthier than I've ever been. So that's a blessing.
You've had a night-ish to sleep on it. How are you able to start processing what happened yesterday?
I think it starts now, and just try to channel it and use it, whether it's anger, sadness, whatever it is, try to use that as motivation into the off season.
What was Dan's message in the final team meeting there?
Kind of along those lines is just never forgetting that feeling of watching them celebrate across the field and listening to them in the locker room, just never forgetting that.
Do you have a lot of hope, Frank, with how many core pieces that you've got here, how many young guys that really became stars this season for your football team? I mean, the future does look bright, right?
100%. There's so many talented dudes in this room. Not only talented, but the right mindset. Just the right wired guys that are willing to do whatever it takes for their teammates and put it on the line. And again, I'm just so grateful to be a part of this locker room because there's a lot of special dudes.
Hey Frank, I know that Jared's a guy that internalizes a lot of stuff and puts it on his shoulders. How do you as his teammate try to lift him up after a game where he had some real struggles?
Well, I think that's what makes a lot of these guys great is I think we all kind of look within, and that's just part of it. I mean, if you get to this level, you're always going to be looking at yourself before you're pointing fingers, and that's what makes us as good as who we are. And I think that's what makes him great is he's gonna feel it, it's gonna burn, but he knows. We all know that everybody in this team had a hand in last night, and it was we as a team just didn't play well enough to win.
What's the hardest part about this? I mean, it's abrupt, it's final. This has been your family all season. Yeah, I think like abrupt. Like I really. It was feeling special, and it's frustrating because then now it's over. Lockers are cleaned out, and we're on to next year, and that's just the reality of this league.
We've seen Dan fall on the sword a lot of times to just take responsibility for everybody and the team's impact, but we've also seen Dan be emotional on the podium. What does that mean for you guys to have a coach who wears his heart on his sleeve like that so publicly and loves the game so fiercely? Yeah, there's no doubt in our minds that Coach Campbell cares about every single one of us and doesn't take it lightly, his position. Just so appreciative of the leader he is emotionally, not only football, but just a leader of men and always willing to take the fall when in reality it is on all of us. And I'm just so grateful to have him as a head coach.
Frank, I'm sure it's hard to compare the way season's in, but is there a different feeling compared to last year leaving San Francisco?
I'd say it's I wouldn't be right to answer that right now. Definitely super frustrated right now, but again, I don't feel like right now is the right time to answer that.
You said things are going to change. They are going to change. That's how it works. One of the possible changes, there's interest in Hank. I don't think that probably surprises you as a guy that's been under him for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
What's the balance there of not wanting that to happen, but also wanting the best to happen for people you care about?
No, you refuse to let Hank leave. I haven't played in this league without Hank, and I don't plan on doing it. So I'll sabotage him. I'll leak stories, whatever it takes.
What does he mean to you? Why does he mean that much?
I don't think I could play in this league without the guy. He's everything to me. He's been there since day one. He's, this league, there's a lot of coaches, but there's not many coaches like him that empower his players, and really it is an open dialogue. And really just does everything he can to put us in the best positions to be confident and go out there and play well. And then, again, I've said it before, but him being a former center in this league has been invaluable to me, talking about how we see things. And not only him giving me advice, but me telling him how I see it and him being willing to listen. And I think that's so rare, and I'm just so grateful for him.
If he ever called plays, what would that run off?
Run. Play action, run. No, I truly think he would be great. He's bright, man. He's bright. He's so creative in what he does with this offense. I know Ben gets a lot of the credit or whatever, but that whole staff, they're all very innovative and creative, and they do a really good job.
Maybe the suddenness of this. I mean, I know whenever it is, it's always kind of sudden. But does that add to the pain or whatever emotion you're feeling right now?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's brutal though. Like people are asking me today, when am I going home and stuff like that. I wasn't planning on it, you know. I wasn't planning on any of this, and that's the frustrating part. Is it's just like that. We're packing up and it's over, and it's something that you got to process.
Skip said something yesterday, like OTAs are the next thing we have, and it's kind of like, wow, that's just shocking to think about.
Yeah, it's just crazy. It's just again frustrating.
Frank, when things started going wrong last night, was it one of you put a finger on why, and did it just sort of snowball? Like one mistake led to another, led to a turnover, led to whatever? Being in the middle of it, how did you?
I would say my opinion's as good as anybody, but it's just I felt like if you look at it as a whole, we just didn't play complementary football. Like offense didn't have defense's back, defense didn't have offense back, but like all of us in all phases, we weren't playing complementary football, and that's something we've done so well throughout the year. Is something happens on offense, defense is there. Something's not going well on defense, offense is there. Special teams, so on and so on, and it's just we weren't in a rhythm that way. I feel like.
If there are some stat changes, how confident do you feel like the infrastructure is in place to just kind of sustain this and keep it going, the level that you guys have had at the last couple of years? I
just believe at the end of the day, this league's all about players, and the foundation that Brad and Dan have set with the pillar stone players in this locker room, I think it's going to be tough for us to do anything besides success. There's some always talented players all over this league, but some of the talented players in this locker room are built like nothing I've ever seen. You look at Panay, you look at St. Brown, and so on, Hutch, and so on, Aline. Like those are young guys that are not only as talented as all get out, but they have the right mindset.
How did these experiences? I guess how did these experiences kind of? Could lead to bigger and better things. So I mean, even these setbacks. That's the goal, right? I think that's the growth mindset and the way you got to look at it. It's the brutal pill to swallow, and it's definitely not what any of us were expecting. But at the end of the day, sometimes you just have to look at it like any sort of adversity is an opportunity to have experience and learn, and hopefully add wisdom, whatever aspect you apply it, and to hopefully apply it in the future and have success. Is it something that Dan articulated, I guess, after the game? I mean, in the sense that, obviously, raw emotions. Just along the lines of just, you just never forget a team coming in here and celebrating across us and hearing them in the visiting locker room. I think that's just something you can't let ever go away.
Not just for continuity's sake, how eager would you be to see somebody promoted if Ben leaves?
I'm not going to speak on that. Whatever happens, I have 100% confidence in Coach Campbell and whatever he decides.